Are you letting life's chaos steal your peace? Ever feel like you're drowning in stress, worrying about things you can't change, like what someone thinks of you, or how tomorrow will unfold? Maybe you've lain awake at night, your mind racing with what-ifs, or caught yourself getting upset over a comment that didn't deserve your energy. What if you could let go of that weight and find a calm that nothing can shake? Not a fleeting peace, but a deep, unshakable serenity that carries you through life's chaos. That's the power of Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Rome that's like a lifeline in today's stormy world, where demands and pressures seem to pile up endlessly. In this video, we're exploring 7 Stoic principles, straight from the minds of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, 3 thinkers who faced their own battles and turned them into wisdom. These aren't just dusty old ideas. They're practical tools to transform how you live, helping you release what's been holding you back and step into a life of true serenity. Imagine feeling lighter, more in control, even when everything around you feels out of whack. That's what we're aiming for here. Stick with me, and by the end, you'll have a roadmap to freedom and peace, a guide you can carry with you every day. Whether you're dealing with a tough boss, a tricky relationship, or just the noise of modern life, these principles can be your anchor. I've seen how they've helped people shift their perspective, and I can't wait to share that with you. So, let's make this personal. Share your biggest worry in the comments, something that's been weighing on your mind, and I'll drop some Stoic wisdom to help you tackle it. Maybe it's a fear of failure, a grudge you can't shake, or just the endless scroll of social media. Judgment, whatever it is, we'll face it together. Ready to find your calm? Let us dive in and uncover how these ancient insights can light up your path to a quieter, stronger you. This journey isn't about escaping life's challenges. It's about mastering them with grace. Picture yourself standing tall, not because everything's perfect, but because you've learned to rise above the storm. That's the promise of Stoicism, and we're about to break it down step by step. In Seneca's lessons on resilience, we've got a treasure trove of wisdom ahead. These principles aren't just for philosophers. They read for anyone who wants to feel more at peace, more in charge of their own story. So, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's explore how to turn your worries into strength. I'm excited to guide you through this, and I know you'll find at least one nugget that clicks for you. Maybe it's the idea of letting go of others' opinions. Maybe it's finding value in the present moment. Whatever resonates, it's yours to keep. So what's that one thing you're ready to let go of? Let's get started, and together we'll build a life where calm isn't just a hope, it's your reality. Master what you can control. Imagine you're steering a boat through a stormy sea. The waves crash with relentless force. The wind howls like it's got a personal grudge, and the deck pitches under your feet. Yet there you are, gripping the helm with steady hands. Focusing only on what you can guide your course, your hands, your resolve. That's the heart of Stoicism, a timeless philosophy that Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor turned philosopher, etched into his meditations. Distress doesn't come from the events themselves, but from how we judge them. The first principle is simple, yet profound. Zero in on what you can control, and let the rest slip away like water off a duck's back. It's not about ignoring the storm. It's about choosing where to place your energy, turning chaos into a challenge you can handle. This isn't just a nice idea, it's a practical tool to reclaim your peace. Think about a time you stressed over something like a delayed flight that threw your plans into disarray, or a coworker's snarky comment that lingered in your mind like a bad smell. Your heart raced, your mind spiraled into a whirlwind of frustration or dread, and maybe you even lost sleep over it. But could you change the plane's schedule or rewrite that person's attitude? Nope, not a chance. What you could control, though, was your reaction, taking a deep breath to steady yourself, choosing not to snap back with a sharp retort, or finding a way to reframe the moment. Stoics believe that external things, whether other people's opinions, unpredictable outcomes, are beyond our power, like trying to hold back the tide with your bare hands. But our thoughts, our actions, and our attitudes, those are ours to shape, a personal kingdom where we reign supreme. It's liberating when you realize you have to carry the world's weight on your shoulders. Here's how to start putting this into action. Next time anxiety creeps in like an uninvited guest, pause for a moment, take a slow breath, and ask yourself, is this in my control? If it's not, like traffic snarling your commute or someone, mood souring the room, accept it with a mental shrug and shift your energy to what you can do. Maybe it's staying calm amid the honking horns, planning your next step while you wait, or even using the delay to catch up on a podcast. Practice this daily with a bit of self-reflection. Grab a notebook or your phone and journal about moments you felt overwhelmed. Spot where you gave away your power, chasing things you couldn't change. And note how you could have redirected that energy instead. Over time, you'll build resilience like a rock unmoved by the tide, standing firm as the waves crash around you. This focus doesn't just bring peace, it becomes a shield, no matter what's raging around you, whether it's a literal storm or the emotional kind. But what about life's constant changes? You know, those shifts that seem to come out of nowhere, like a job loss, a friend's unexpected move, or even a health scare that flips your world upside down. How do you stay steady when the ground keeps shifting? That's where Stoicism shines again, offering more tools to navigate the unpredictable. Let's tackle that next, diving into how to embrace change without losing your grip on that inner calm. Stick with me, because there's so much more to uncover in this journey to mastering your mind. Embrace life's impermanence. Life's like a river, always flowing, never still, carrying us along with its currents, whether we're ready or not. Epictetus, that wise old Stoic, knew this better than anyone, urging us to accept change as the heartbeat of existence, the natural rhythm that keeps the world turning. The second Stoic principle is all about embracing impermanence, letting go of our tight grip on things that won't last. Whether it's possessions, fleeting moments, or even the people we hold dear, to find a deep, liberating freedom. Right here in the present, it's not easy, I get it. We're wired to cling, to want stability in a world that's anything but. But this principle, isn't about giving up, it's about releasing the struggle and opening yourself to a peace that flows with life as changes. Picture this. You're holding on to a favorite mug, the one with the chipped handle that feels just right in your hand. But every sip comes with a shadow of dread the day it might break. That fear steals your joy, turning a simple pleasure into a source of anxiety. Now imagine savoring each sip instead, feeling the warmth, tasting the coffee, knowing it's temporary, and letting gratitude wash over you for having it at all. That's the Stoic way, seeing everything from relationships to achievements as fleeting like leaves drifting on that river, and loving them anyway without letting the fear of loss dim their light. By accepting change, you stop fighting the river's flow, thrashing against the inevitable, and learn to swim with it. Moving gracefully with the current instead of against it. It's a shift in perspective that can transform how you experience every day. So how do you start? Try this. Take a moment to reflect on something you clinging to a job you terrified of losing. A plan that's starting to unravel, or a person you can't imagine life without. Ask yourself, will this last forever? Here's the spoiler. Nothing does. Everything has its season, its moment, before it slips away. Instead of resisting, which only tightens the knot of stress, appreciate it and now cherish the job while it's yours. Enjoy the plan as it unfolds. Love the person with all you've got today. Meditate on nature's cycles to ground yourself. Watch how leaves fall in autumn, how seasons shift from crisp mornings to warm afternoons, and let that remind you change is as natural as breathing. When loss or transition hits, maybe a breakup, a missed opportunity, or a move to a new place, lean into gratitude for what was, rather than sinking into resentment for what's gone. Maybe you jot down 3 things you loved about that experience, letting the good memories soften the pain. This mindset doesn't erase the sting of change, but it cushions it, opening you to joy in the here and now. It builds resilience, turning you into someone who can weather any storm with a steady heart. Over time, you will find that accepting impermanence doesn't just ease the tough times, it deepens your appreciation for every sunrise, every laugh, every quiet moment. With change as your ally, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. So let's shift how you see challenges next, exploring how to turn obstacles into opportunities with Stoic wisdom. Stick with me because there's so much more to uncover on this journey to a calmer, stronger you. Reframe obstacles as opportunities. Ever notice how a tough day can feel like the end of the world? Like the weight of it might crush you right there on the spot? You're stuck in the moment, maybe a missed deadline, a harsh word from someone you trust, or a plan that falls apart and it seems like everything's spiraling out of control. But then, later, with a bit of distance, you realize it didn't break you, it made you stronger, wiser, more resilient. That's where Seneca's wisdom lights the way, like a beacon cutting through the fog. This Roman philosopher who faced exile and loss taught us a game-changing truth. Obstacles aren't roadblocks meant to stop us cold. They read chances to grow, opportunities disguised as struggles. The third Stoic principle is all about harnessing the power of perspective, turning life's hurdles into stepping stones that lift you higher with every step. Think about a time you faced a setback, maybe a project you poured your heart into that flopped, or a rejection that left you questioning your worth. It stung, didn't it? That sharp pang of disappointment or the sting of embarrassment can hit hard, making you want to throw in the towel. But looking back, did it teach you something valuable, like grit to keep going, patience to wait for the right moment, or even a new path you hadn't considered before? Seneca believed every challenge holds a hidden lesson, a silver lining waiting to be uncovered. And by choosing to see it that way, you build a mindset that thrives under pressure instead of crumbling. It's like flipping a switch in your brain suddenly. What felt like a problem becomes a puzzle to solve. A chance to stretch your skills and prove your strength. This isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's about finding the gold in the grit. Here's how you can start putting this into practice. When trouble strikes, whether it's a flat tire that throws off your day or a bigger blow like losing a job, step back for a moment. Take a deep breath, shake off the initial shock, and ask yourself, what can I learn here? Lost a job? Maybe it's a push toward a dream career you've been too scared to chase. Had an argument with a friend that left you raw? This could be a chance to practice empathy, to listen deeper next time. Journal about past challenges and the strengths they built. Maybe that failed test taught you perseverance, or a broken relationship showed you your own boundaries. Get into the habit of positive self-talk. Remind yourself, this is tough, but I'm tougher, or this is a chance to grow. Over time, you'll start facing adversity with curiosity instead of dread, approaching each hurdle with a mindset that says, okay, what's the lesson here? You'll grow stronger with each step, building a resilience that turns setbacks into setups for success. This perspective doesn't just help you survive. It sets the stage for a powerful habit that can transform your entire outlook. Gratitude. When you start seeing challenges as teachers, it's easier to find things to be thankful for, even on the roughest days. So let's dive into that next, how gratitude can anchor you when life gets stormy. Stick with me, because this journey through Stoic wisdom is about to get even more rewarding. Cultivate a grateful heart. In a world that's always chasing more money, more likes on social media, more stuff to fill our homes, it's easy to feel like you're never enough, like you're stuck on a treadmill that never stops. The pressure to keep up can leave you exhausted, scrolling through someone else's highlight reel while doubting your own worth. But Marcus Aurelius, that wise Roman emperor who jotted down thoughts by candlelight, had a remedy that cuts through the noise. Gratitude. The fourth Stoic principle is all about appreciating what you have, right here and now, to find a deep, lasting peace and a sense of abundance in the present moment. It's not about pretending life is perfect. It's about tuning into the good that's already around you, even when the storm clouds gather. This shift in focus can turn a frantic day into one where you feel grounded and whole. Imagine waking up and instead of reaching for your phone to check the latest updates, you take a quiet moment to list 3 things you are thankful for. Maybe the cozy comfort of your bed that hugged you through the night, the sound of a friend's laugh that lifted your spirits yesterday, or the fresh smell of rain drifting through your window. Suddenly your day feels richer. Your worries shrink to a manageable size, and you start off with a lightness you didn't expect. Stoics saw gratitude as a shield against discontent, a way to redirect your mind from what's missing to the plenty that's already yours. It's not about ignoring problems. Bills still need paying, and arguments still happen. It's about balancing those challenges with the good that's within reach, like a counterweight that keeps you steady. This practice doesn't erase life's difficulties, but it reframes them, giving you a broader view where joy and struggle coexist. So, how do you bring this into your life? Try this. Start a daily gratitude practice. Set aside a few minutes each morning or night to jot down 3 things that brought you joy or comfort. It doesn't have to be big, maybe. It's the warmth of a cup of tea, a kind word from a stranger, or the way your pet greets you with unconditional love. Notice those small moments throughout your day: a smile from a passerby, a warm meal that hits the spot. Take a second to savor them, letting the feeling sink in. Go a step further and tell someone you appreciate them. Drop a quick thanks for being you to a friend or family member. It deepens your connection and spreads that positive energy. When life feels heavy, like a weight pressing on your chest, take a moment to reflect on past blessings. Think back to a time you overcame a challenge or a memory that still warms your heart to ground yourself in what's real and lasting. Over time, this habit rewires your brain, boosting your resilience and overall well-being, making you less swayed by the external ups and downs. Like a tree that bends but doesn't break in the wind. With a grateful heart, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, ready to master the art of letting go. This foundation of appreciation sets you up to release what doesn't serve you, and that's where we're headed next. Stick with me, because this journey through Stoic wisdom is about to get even more transformative. Practice the art of letting go. Ever feel trapped by expectations? Like you're clutching a rope that's burning your hands, leaving you raw and exhausted? Maybe it's the pressure to impress your boss, the need to meet someone else's standards, or the constant worry about what's coming next, things that tighten their grip on your peace of mind. Epictetus, that brilliant Stoic philosopher who turned hardship into insight, taught us a powerful truth. Real peace comes from releasing what we can. It can control outcomes that hang in the balance, the actions of others, the unpredictable future that keeps us up at night. The 5th Stoic principle is the art of letting go. A skill that frees you from the attachments that steal your calm and weigh down your spirit. It's not about giving up or losing interest. It's about cutting the cords that bind you to things beyond your reach, opening up a space where tranquility can take root. Picture this. You're stressing over a big presentation. Will the boss like it? Will you nail every word, every slide? That worry ties you to an outcome you can't fully control, turning your stomach into knots and stealing your focus. Now imagine shifting your energy, focusing only on what you can do, your preparation, your effort, your delivery in the moment hand, accepting whatever happens with a quiet nod. That's letting go, not apathy or indifference, but a liberating choice to anchor your happiness in your own actions, not the world's response. It's like setting down a heavy backpack you've been carrying too long. You're still moving forward, but the load feels lighter. This principle isn't about ignoring the stakes. It's about recognizing where your power lies and letting the rest float away, trusting that you've done your part. Hear us how you can start weaving this into your life. Take a moment to identify the attachments dragging you down. Maybe it's a desperate need for approval from others, a fear of failure that haunts your decisions, or a grudge that keeps replaying in your mind. Ask yourself honestly, can I control this? If the answer is no, if it's someone else's opinion, a future event, or a past mistake, practice releasing it through mindfulness. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and visualize that worry drifting away like a leaf on a stream carried off by the current. Pair this with gratitude to anchor yourself in the present. Think of 3 things you can control and appreciate right now, like your ability to choose your attitude or the support around you. Forgive others and yourself for past hurts. Holding on to grudges is like carrying a stone that only grows heavier with time. Let it drop. This takes practice, no doubt about it, but each release lightens your load, peeling away layers of stress and opening up space for a peace that feels both earned and effortless. As you get better at letting go, you'll notice a shift. Life's uncertainties don't rattle you as much. You move through challenges with a steadier heart. This practice sets the stage for the next step, living with virtue, where your actions align with your deepest values. It's a natural progression, and we'll explore that next. Stick with me, because this journey through Stoic wisdom is about to deepen your strength and calm even further. Live with virtue as your guide. What makes a life worth living? It's a question that can stop you in your tracks, especially when the world around you seems to scream that it's all about the next big win, the shiniest possession, or the most likes on a post. But Seneca, that sharp-minded Stoic who faced life's ups and downs with grace, had an answer that cuts through the noise. virtue. The sixth Stoic principle is all about prioritizing qualities like kindness, wisdom, and integrity over fleeting things like wealth or fame. Virtue, ISNT, just a fancy word you toss around in philosophy. Class it S, the compass that guides you toward a meaningful, fulfilling life, a steady light that shines no matter what storms come your way. It's not about chasing external trophies. It's about building a character you can stand behind, one that brings you peace that money can't buy. Think about someone you admire not for their fancy car, their massive follower count, or the designer clothes they wear, but for what's in their heart. Maybe it's that friend who's always patient when you're venting, the neighbor who's honest even when it's tough, or the person who's ready to lend a hand without expecting anything back. That's virtue in action, the kind of strength that doesn't shout but speaks volumes through deeds. Seneca believed true success lies in how you treat others and yourself, not in the size of your bank account or the spotlight you're under. In a world obsessed with flashware, people chase trends and status like it's a race. Choosing virtue as a quiet rebellion, a decision to live by a deeper code that brings lasting peace instead of temporary highs. It's like planting a tree that grows stronger with time, offering shade when the heat of life gets intense. So, how do you bring this into your everyday life? Start by reflecting on your core values. What matters most to you deep down? Is it compassion, the warmth you show to others? Courage, the guts to stand up for what's right? Maybe it's integrity, staying true to your word no matter the cost. Once you've got those in mind, align your actions with them. Daily offer a kind word to a stranger struggling with their bags. Listen deeply to a friend without jumping to fix their problems, or step up when you see something unfair. When faced with a tough choice, say whether to take a shortcut at work or do it right, ask yourself, what's the virtuous path? It might mean more effort, but it builds a life you're proud of. Practice empathy, even when it's hard, putting yourself in someone else's shoes to understand their side. And don't shy away from journaling. Write about moments you embodied virtue, like when you helped someone without fanfare, and where you fell short, like a time you snapped in frustration. Learn from it without judgment, treating each misstep as a chance to grow. This path isn't always easy, but it builds a foundation of purpose, a life that feels rich because it's rooted in who you are, not what you have. With virtue as your guide, you're setting the stage to make every moment count. God. But how do you live with that kind of intention every day? Let's explore that next, diving into the Stoic art of being fully present. Stick with me, because this journey is about to get even more rewarding. Remember, your time is finite. Life's short, and we often forget that until it's too late, till a close call or a sudden loss jolts us awake. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind, scrolling through feeds, stressing over small stuff, or putting off what really matters, thinking there's always tomorrow. But the Stoic practice of memento mori, remembering that you will die, some morbid obsession with the end. It's a wake-up call, a gentle nudge to live fully right now, with every breath you take. The seventh principle urges you to embrace your mortality not as a shadow to fear, but as a powerful fuel to ignite a life of purpose and presence. It's about facing the inevitable with open eyes, turning that awareness into a gift that shapes how you spend your days. This isn't about gloom, it's about clarity, about making sure you're not sleepwalking through the one life you've got. Imagine if today was your last day on this earth. Would you spend it endlessly scrolling through your phone, chasing likes, or arguing over something trivial? Or would you reach out to tell someone you love them, share a laugh with a friend, or finally start that project you've been dreaming about? Memento mori shifts your perspective in a profound way, making every moment feel precious, like a rare coin you don't want to waste. Marcus Aurelius, that thoughtful emperor who jotted down his meditations amid war and duty, reflected on death often to stay grounded. He used it as a reminder to focus on what truly matters, nurturing relationships, pursuing personal growth, leaving a positive impact, or then getting lost in fleeting distractions, or the pursuit of things that fade. It's a practice that strips away the fluff, leaving you with a clear view of what's worth your time and energy. So, how do you bring this powerful principle into your life? Try this. Pause daily to reflect on your mortality, maybe during a quiet walk when the world feels still, or before bed when the day's noise fades. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, Am I living my values today? Are you showing up as the person you want to be? Kind, brave, true to yourself. Use that reflection to pursue what lights you up, whether it's writing that book you've always talked about, calling a friend you've been meaning to connect with, or taking a small step toward a goal that excites you. Treat each interaction with care as if it's your last chance to show kindness, to listen fully, or to leave someone with a smile. Gratitude amplifies this practice pause, to cherish the fleeting beauty of a sunset painting the sky, the sound of a child's laugh, or the warmth of a hug. These moments become treasures when you see them through the lens of memento mori, cutting through trivial worries like a sharp knife through fog, giving you an urgency to live authentically rather than just exist. This practice isn't about living in fear of death. It's about making your time count, turning each day into a masterpiece of purpose. It strips away the excuses and pushes you to act with intention, building a life you're proud of. With this mindset, you're ready to explore how to carry this presence into every moment, and that's where we'll head next. Stick with me, because this Stoic journey is about to deepen your connection to life itself. Your journey to serenity starts now, and there you have it, 7 powerful Stoic principles to help you let go of what's been weighing you down and find an unshakable peace that carries you through life's toughest moments. From learning to focus only on what you can control, to embracing the impermanence of everything around you, to harnessing challenges as opportunities for growth, and even facing your mortality with purpose. These lessons from the brilliant minds of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca are more than just ancient wisdom. They're a practical guide to a freer, fuller life. Life will always throw storms your way, unexpected setbacks, harsh words, or days when everything feels out of reach, but with Stoicism, you can be the calm in the center, rooted in wisdom and strength, standing tall like a lighthouse amid the waves. It's not about avoiding the chaos. It's about building an inner resilience that lets you weather it with grace and come out stronger on the other side. These principles aren't a quick fix, they're a journey. A way of living that grows with you, shaping how you face each day. Think about how far we've come together. We started with the idea of steering your own boat, focusing on what's in your hands. It moved through embracing change, flipping obstacles into lessons, cultivating gratitude, letting go of what you can't control, living with virtue, and finally, using the awareness of your finite time to live with intention. Each step builds on the last, creating a foundation where peace isn't just a hope, it's a habit. You've got the tools now to shift your perspective, to turn worry into wonder, and to find joy in the small things while tackling the big challenges. It's like you've been handed a map to navigate life's wild terrain, and the best part? You get to decide how to use it. So what's one principle you'll try today? Maybe you'll start a gratitude practice, jotting down 3 things that made you smile. Or perhaps you'll practice letting go of a worry that has been looping in your mind. Like a coworker's comment, or a future you can't predict. Whatever it is, take that first step. It's the spark that lights the fire. Share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what resonates with you, and let's inspire each other. Maybe someone else will read your idea and find the courage to try it too, creating a ripple effect of calm and strength. Did the idea of memento mori hit home, pushing you to call a loved one? Or did gratitude open your eyes to the beauty around you? Let's build a community here, supporting each other on this Stoic path. If this journey sparked something in you, a sense of clarity, a flicker of hope, or just curiosity, hit that subscribe button for more Stoic wisdom to light your path. There's so much more to explore, from practical tips to deeper insights, and I can't wait to guide you further. Until next time, keep seeking your serenity, nurture that inner calm, let it grow, and keep shining brightly no matter what comes your way. You've got this, and I'm here with you every step of the journey.